Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you the best starter operators for Rainbow Six Siege. And all of them you gotta obviously get used to, but I'm going to show you the best starter ones to use. Now, attack is kind of hard because they all take a little bit of skill. Like Ash, don't really go Ash when you first start until you actually know how to play. But Sledge, he's kind of decent for first one. So Sledge is really useful, but you gotta know how to do that and get out of the way before you get shot. And usually it's really helpful if you clear out the whole thing, so you can just run through. For rushing, which you probably don't need to do if you're a noob, but when you do that, as you fall, you just like, you know? So Sledge is a pretty decent starter operator, but you still gotta learn how to use him. Okay, now for defense. I like saying mute, cap can, castle's cancer, never go castle. Somebody goes castle, tell them not to, unless they're a pro, because then they know what they're doing. So because it takes a lot of, like, not skill, but you know. Okay, so Rook's a good starter, Mute's a good starter, and cap can's a good starter. Close. Anyway, so the point of going cap can, Rook, or Mute is because you place down things. You place it down and you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the match, mostly. And Rook, he just puts down his armor, and then the whole team has armor, and then it doesn't matter. And Capcan, you put your things on the doors, and then if you die, it doesn't really matter. Mute would be harder than Rook, and Capcan. Actually, Capcan kind of too. Rook, I definitely recommend Rook for starter operators. Because Rook, you just place your armor down, everybody picks it up, and then you don't have to worry about it. But Mutes, if you go Mute, you need to rush all the drone holes and all the entrances and all the drone holes, and you need to seal those up right away so drones can't get in. And you don't want to box everybody in, but also you don't want to have the drones spot everybody from behind the Mutes. At Capcan, if there's a castle, don't put any Capcans on castle doors, and try and spread them out a bit. Like, try and hold down the objective, of course, but don't spread them out too far, and don't put them too close together. I'd also recommend Twitch. Okay, then at the beginning of the round, or so, just whenever, you also, if there's Jaegers on the wall, you can get the Jaegers. If there's Mutes, you can shoot it without getting in the Mute jammer, because this has a long enough range. Cameras kinda aren't really that important, but you can, because you have a limited amount of shock charges, but you can get anything electronic and clear it out for your team. Any bandits, any Mutes, any electronics at all. Cameras, so that's what you want to do. And then also her guns are kind of nice because they shoot really fast, like especially this F2. And if you burst it, like, obviously don't put it on burst fire. I always keep my guns on automatic, and you can, or if you need to, fully auto. So that's why I like Twitch, and I think she's a good starter operator. Okay, so on defense again, there's Capcan and Rook. I definitely recommend Rook first, then Mute and Capcan, because as you can see here, and you want to go impacts on Rook. The shields aren't really that great.
Protect the bombs.
Because all you need to do, lay down your armor right away, have everybody pick it up, and then you're set for the rest of the match. You don't have to worry about your special skill at all. All you have to do is worry about killing people. But with Rook or Doc, they're kind of slow, but you can spawn peek with them because they have ACOGs on defense. 3 defensive operators, Rook, Mute, and Capcan, and 2 offensive operators, Twitch, Sledge.
Hey, yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.